Shalom, shalom, the brother Kadash. I want to start by giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. Let's let this play. This is, should Atlanta use the Georgia National Guard? So this is what the talks is. It's on Fox News, so this is what they're talking about. This is what they're thinking.
Assistance, there's one group that won't be on his list.
Chief Bryant says that he's not going to call on the National Guard to help fight crime in the city. Fox 5's Moore Stiggs is here to explain why in this exclusive report.
On a hot summer night, Georgia National Guardsmen lined up in front of Lenox Square to protect the mall stores from looters. It was the turbulent time of street demonstrations. Now in Atlanta, there is a different kind of crisis, a broader crisis that City Council President Felicia Moore discussed with the police chief. Getting enough manpower to get on top of crime. Felicia Moore, the City Council President, brought up a provocative idea.
One question that has come up several times that I will ask you about is they've asked about deploying the National Guard.
I think it's a bit premature to bring in the military. They aren't equipped to do that type of response.
I would have to agree 100% with the chief.
He is Vincent Velasquez, a retired Atlanta homicide detective.
The National Guard are not police officers, and police officers have to operate within a different set of rules.
If the Guard is not the right thing to be considered, then how can police commanders address successfully a myriad of issues?
And they've been talking about this, man, since before the whole thing happened. You know, they've been talking about this for now a couple years. You know, so there's certain people like that guy that was just talking where they're trying to hold on, they're trying to stop it for as long, they're trying to push it off as long as they can, because they know when those people come in, it's over with. It's completely over with, you know, so they're trying to hold on as much as they can, but they're not going to be able to keep it off because it's prophecy. I can't really say too much on it, but this is second, you know, YouTube reasons, but this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Who you think that great multitude is? It says, and they should take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered into idols. So not only are they going to roll on the 2/3 of Jake, and Jake going to fight back too, and you know it's just going to be all hell, one people against another people, but they're going to come for the prophets too, you know, in the process. Verse 69, you know, there's going to be a famine of the word. You're not going to be able to be out there downtown on a highway and byway teaching the word, and you got the National Guard down there and all hell's breaking loose, and it's going to be a famine of the word. Verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. It says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So even upon those that fear the Lord and want to keep the law, statutes, commandments, there's going to be a great insurrection on us too. Not because we're doing anything, you know, we just holding the Bible. We got the 12 tribe chart, and we just teaching the truth to our people. But it's because of the 2/3. So they're going to get the 2/3, but they're also going to come for the 1/3, the elect. This is thus say the Bible. This is Revelation chapter 12. Let me get to it. Revelation chapter 12, starting at verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil should come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. So he's trying to get Esau and his kingdom is trying to get the whole earth under subjection to him and under order, so he could put up the best fight against the Lord when the Lord comes back, which is also talked about in Revelations 12, starting at verse 7 on down. So he's trying to persecute us. He's trying to get everybody to take the mark of the beast. He's trying to get everything in order to bring in that new world order, and to get everybody to take the mark of the beast, which is the micro implant chip. So he's going to come down with great wrath, because like they're coming out with now, they're seeing the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord. They're seeing these things, and what they're doing is making them afraid, and they're knowing that their time is short because they're seeing the Lord starting to visit them. They're seeing more frequently these UFOs, and they're not really running no more. They're not really hiding. So Esau's looking up saying, look, my time is getting short. I need to shut down the earth and get everything in order, so they can complete their whole new world order. But they only gonna get so far. Now I know in Atlanta personally, because I used to live down there, so I know, man, like what's on your screen with the cars. Oh, it's a gigantic race car scene. Oh, man, every weekend they racing. I'm talking about in Atlanta, they do it way different with the race car scene. You got big highways. So you got highways that's 5 streets wide. And you have 10 fast cars trailing each other. And they're not really racing. They're all zipping in throughout traffic. You hit lane 1, you go over to lane 3 because that's open, and you hit lane 5, you back into lane 3, you back into lane 1. They're doing that, man. They're zigzagging, and it'd be like 10 of them. And then they got race car scenes where they be having whole portions of the highway shut down, and they be racing. Man, it's so crazy that they have the off ramp. They're racing on the off ramps and the on ramps onto the highway. They have those things, and they're racing when ain't no cars. It's just so crazy. So the police is spread very thin down there because it's a very big city, And then what's another thing that's popular in Atlanta? They taking your rims off your car. You come out and your car on bricks. That was happening to a lot of people. They busting your window. If you have a firearm in your car, they're going to take it. There's already a shortage on ammo.
Ranging from street racing, where additional law enforcement resources, local and state, have helped, to car crimes, to street muggings, leaving innocent victims staring at a gun barrel.
That too.
When you move your resources from one...
Get caught slipping coming out the mall, you got a whole bunch of bags and stuff like that, and new stuff. You coming out of Lenox Mall, you got nice, fancy stuff. Let me get that.
To the other, you leave yourself vulnerable on the backside. Literally, it's kind of like a mobile response force.
And why are there so many gun crimes? 2 reasons, says Velasquez.
But once they're arrested, they make bond. It could be a year before this case is adjudicated and they're back on the street. On the other hand, we have people who have been committing crimes that are not career criminals, that an altercation ensues and a gun is produced and someone's shot.
And the retired Atlanta detective says law-abiding citizens contribute to the gun problem. How? Well, it's because of what they leave inside their vehicle, a weapon. Guns are the #1 item thieves look for when they break into your car. From Buckhead, I'm more...
Hey, salvation to the elect. Shalom.